Hey folks, welcome to this month's guided meditation on recognizing and allowing what's present. Last week I wrote about the RAIN practice. RAIN is an acronym that stands for Recognize, Allow, Investigate, and Nurture. In this practice we'll be going through the first two steps, recognizing and allowing. In recognize, we see clearly what's happening inside of us at any given moment, and allow, we practice not resisting what's happening inside of us in the moment. I like to focus on these first two steps of the RAIN practice first because they really enable the other two steps. It can be difficult and take a lot of practice to say yes to, and something that feels really awful inside. And it can be really hard to investigate and nurture something that we're not able to stay with long enough to get curious about it. So I like to put a lot of emphasis on these steps in the beginning because it makes the investigation and the nurturing much easier and more fruitful. So we'll begin the practice with mindfulness of the breath or your chosen anchor, and just establishing this as a safe place for you, your anchor to the present moment, where you can always come back if you need to. And then I'll invite you to bring to mind a situation in your life. It could be something recent or something from the past that was really difficult for you. It could be a conversation that you regret. It could be an illness. It could be a loss, something that you're grieving. Could be addiction or an unhelpful habit that you don't feel good about. Whatever you choose, try to choose something that's about a 3 to 5 on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of how difficult it is for you. We don't want to start with something that's going to be too much. We like to start smaller with where things are manageable. So I'm actually going to give you about a minute right now to just scan your life and see what comes up that you might like to work with in this practice. Okay. Hopefully at this point you've found something that's alive for you, that you like to work with. And so when we do the practice, I'll invite you to bring this to mind. We'll practice recognizing it, seeing it clearly, and then allowing whatever emotions or sensations or whatever we notice is present to be there without judging it. And if at any point you feel overwhelmed, it feels like it's too much, you just need a break, you can always come back to your anchor. If coming back to your anchor that doesn't work, you can open your eyes, look around the room, you can notice your feet on the ground, the points where your body is touching the chair. And if that still doesn't work, I invite you to go find somebody that you trust to connect with for comfort. And as always, everything I say is a suggestion. If anything doesn't feel good to you for any reason, you don't have to do it. I will start and end the meditation with the bell, and I'll give you a 1-minute warning when we're getting close to the end. Okay, I'll start by finding a way to sit that lets you be both comfortable and alert. I might be sitting in a chair, on a meditation cushion, be standing. If you're not feeling overly tired, sleepy, you could lay down. If it feels okay, you can close your eyes. If closing your eyes doesn't feel good right now, that's okay. You can keep them open with your gaze soft and on the floor just in front of you. Now bringing your attention to your breath. I'm going to invite you to breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the mouth, allowing the exhale and the inhale to be of equal length. You might try counting to 5 on the in-breath and 5 on the out-breath. And just allowing 4 or 5 breaths in this way, slow and steady. Now allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm. You might notice the place where it feels easiest to feel your breath moving in and out of your body. Allow your attention to rest there. Or you could choose another anchor, like the sensation of your feet on the floor, or the sounds that you hear around you. Just establishing your home base for this practice. A place where you can always return to. You get distracted or things feel maybe a bit too much. Just noticing where your mind is right now. It's drifted from the present moment, a distraction, into a story. And just gently bringing it back to the present moment. If you're drifted into thought, that's okay. Thinking is natural. You might try noticing where your mind has gone. Is it imagining what the practice to come will be like? Remembering the experience you brought up earlier on, or noticing some ache or bodily sensation. Wherever it's gone, kindly bringing it back. That's the practice. Now we'll begin the recognized step. I'll invite you to bring to mind a situation that you thought of earlier, one that's difficult for you, that brings up strong emotions, repetitive thoughts, something that's just a bit hard to be with. I want you to visualize the scene, who was there, any words that were spoken, any words that were left unsaid, any beliefs or stories you have about that situation or anybody involved. It's really trying to see it clearly. Give it 2 minutes of space for this step. Just noticing in these last 30 seconds if your mind is drifted from direct contact with the experience into storytelling, thinking about something else, and coming back to witnessing this experience clearly as it is right now. Now moving into the allow step. In this step, we're essentially saying yes to this experience. Not necessarily that we're okay with what happened, but that right now, this is the way things are. These feelings are present, and they can be here. It's okay for the emotion to live in our body, for the sensations that the emotion produces to be here. Allowing might look like saying yes to the experience, or another word like okay, or I consent, this can be here. There's a word that comes to mind naturally. Feel free to say it inwardly. I'll allow about 2 minutes for this part of the practice. If you notice yourself drifting into thinking or away from the difficulty, that's okay, that's normal. Similarly to how we do in our mindfulness of the breath practice, just keep coming back to direct contact with the experience. Okay, now we'll begin to transition out of the allow step back into some mindfulness of the breath through your chosen anchor for this last minute of the practice. So bringing your awareness to your breath, your feet on the ground, or whatever your preferred anchor is. Offering it your strong and steady attention. Just noticing if any thoughts or remnants of the rain practice return to your consciousness. You could name them, offer them care. Come back to the anchor in the present moment. Okay. Take your time as you come back into your space. Open your eyes. Feel free to stretch, move your body, whoever needs to move. Have a sip of tea. Just notice what you need and see if you can offer that to yourself. Really want to thank you for joining me in this practice. If you have any questions that come up, you can feel free to post them in the comments or reach out to me directly by replying to the email that you received. And if this practice really resonates with you and you can think of somebody else who might appreciate it, I would encourage you to share it with them. And I really hope it's been of benefit to you, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.